The Adventures of Fluffy and Whiskers. Fluffy and Whiskers were two little cats who lived in a small country in the middle of a jungle. They were best friends and they loved to explore the forest and make friends with the animals. They were very curious and brave, and always ready for an adventure. They lived in a cozy treehouse that they had built themselves. They had a lot of fun things to do, like playing with their toys, reading books, and watching the stars. They also had a secret radio that they had found in a crashed plane. They used it to listen to the news and learn about the world outside the jungle. One day, they heard something strange on the radio. It was a warning message from the United Nations. It said that a group of devil aliens had invaded the Earth and were planning to destroy it. The aliens had a powerful weapon that could turn anything into dust. They had already attacked many cities and countries, and were heading towards the jungle. Fluffy and Whiskers were shocked and scared. They had never seen or heard of aliens before. They wondered what they looked like and why they wanted to harm the Earth. They also wondered what they could do to stop them. They decided to go to the wise old owl, who lived in the tallest tree in the forest. He knew a lot of things and maybe he could help them. They packed some snacks and water and set off to find the owl. They had to cross a river, climb a hill, and dodge a snake on their way. They finally reached the owl's tree and knocked on his door. The owl opened it and greeted them with a smile. "Hello, Fluffy and Whiskers. What brings you here?" he asked. "Hello, Mr. Owl. We need your help. We heard on the radio that there are devil aliens who want to destroy the world. Do you know anything about them?" Fluffy asked. "Yes, I do. I have been watching them on my telescope. They are very scary and mean. They have horns, tails, and sharp teeth. They also have laser guns and robots to guard their spaceship. They are flying over the jungle right now. They are looking for a place to land and use their weapon. If they do, they will turn the jungle and the animals into dust. And then they will do the same to the rest of the planet." The owl said. "That's terrible. We have to stop them." "But how?" Whiskers asked. "Well, there is only one way. You have to sneak into their spaceship and destroy their weapon. It is a huge metal ball with wires and buttons. You have to find the right button to deactivate it or reverse it. But be careful, it is very dangerous. The aliens will try to catch you and the weapon might explode." "Are you sure you want to do this?" the owl asked. "Yes, we are. We love the jungle and the animals. We love the Earth. We can't let the aliens ruin it. We are not afraid. We are brave. We are heroes," Fluffy and Whiskers said. "Very well. I admire your courage and spirit. I will help you as much as I can. Here, take this. It is a map of the spaceship. It will show you where the weapon is and how to get there. And here, take this. It is a walkie-talkie. You can use it to talk to me. I will guide you and warn you if there is any trouble. Good luck, Fluffy and Whiskers. You are the only hope for the world," the owl said. He gave them the map and the walkie-talkie and wished them well. Fluffy and Whiskers thanked him and left. They ran to the clearing where they saw the spaceship landing. It was a huge metal disc with lights and antennas. It made a loud noise and a lot of smoke. The aliens came out of the spaceship and started to look around. They were ugly and scary, just like the owl had said. Fluffy and Whiskers hid behind a bush and waited for the right moment. They saw a door on the side of the spaceship that was open. They decided to sneak in when the aliens were not looking. They ran as fast as they could and jumped into the door. They made it inside the spaceship. They looked around and saw a lot of strange things. There were wires, pipes, screens, and buttons everywhere. There were also robots that looked like spiders and snakes. They were moving and making noises. Fluffy and Whiskers were amazed and scared at the same time. They took out the map and the walkie-talkie and tried to find the weapon. They followed the map and walked through the spaceship. They had to avoid the robots and the aliens, who were patrolling the corridors. They had to hide, crawl, and jump over obstacles. They had to be careful, because the spaceship was full of traps and alarms. They had to be smart, because the map was not very clear and sometimes they got lost. They finally reached the room where the weapon was. It was a big room with a lot of machines and lights. In the middle of the room, there was a huge metal ball with wires and buttons. It was the weapon. It looked very dangerous and powerful. Fluffy and Whiskers approached it and tried to figure out how to stop it. They saw a red button that said, "On." They guessed that it was the button that activated the weapon. They decided to press it and see what would happen. They pressed the button and ran away. They hoped that the weapon would explode and destroy the spaceship. But they were wrong. The weapon did not explode. Instead, it started to glow and make a loud noise. It was a countdown. The weapon was going to fire in 10 seconds. Fluffy and Whiskers realized that they had made a mistake. They had to find a way to stop the weapon before it was too late. They looked around and saw a blue button that said, "Off." They guessed that it was the button that deactivated the weapon. They decided to press it and see what would happen. They pressed the button and ran away. They hoped that the weapon would stop and the countdown would end. But they were wrong again. The weapon did not stop. Instead, it started to spin and make a louder noise. It was going to fire in 5 seconds. Fluffy and Whiskers were scared. They had no idea what to do. They looked around and saw a green button that said, "Reverse." They guessed that it was the button that reversed the weapon. They decided to press it and see what would happen. They pressed the button and ran away. They hoped that the weapon would reverse and fire at the aliens instead of the jungle. And they were right this time. The weapon reversed and fired a huge beam of light at the aliens. The aliens turned into dust and the spaceship exploded. Fluffy and Whiskers had saved the world. They cheered and hugged each other. They were very happy and proud. They ran back to the jungle and told their friends what they had done. The animals praised them and thanked them. They were heroes. They also contacted the owl on the walkie-talkie and told him the good news. The owl was very happy and proud of them. He congratulated them and said that they had done a great job. He also said that the United Nations had heard about their heroic deed and wanted to give them a Medal of Honor. He said that they had to go to New York to receive it. Fluffy and Whiskers were surprised and excited. They had never been to New York before. They wondered what it was like and what they would see there. They decided to go and accept the medal.